and welcome to the in-depth series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about assistive death, and this session is important for your GS2 perspective, also for your ethics examination. So moving towards the points of discussion part. So first of all, we are going to discuss the news, then we are going to discuss about the controversies around assistive death, and then we are going to discuss about the current law in this area. So here we are going to discuss in terms of the UK, we'll also discuss in terms of India, then what is the proposed law and the position in India, and after that we are going to discuss practice question for prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to this TIE's channel. Moving towards the news part. So the news is that on 29th of November, UK had passed a bill which talks about assistive dying. And what is assistive dying? It means that the patients who are terminally ill and who are not mentally well and whose doctor has said that the person will not live then more than 6 months. In that case, the assistance will be provided to those kind of persons so that they can die with dignity. So here there is a term, die with dignity. So this law has become a very controversial in UK, and that has marked a debate between that what could be the assistive dying, whether it should be legal or not. So that's why we are going to discuss this particular news. So this is that despite of this contentious issue and contentious law, what we have seen that about 75% of the public supporters the liberalization of assistive dying. So this is the case of UK. We'll also discuss in terms of India that what Indian law says regarding this thing. Now we'll come to the this, as you already know that New Year is coming, and on the occasion of New Year, this TIS has come up with a 50% discount on all the online courses, 25% discount on all books and DLP. For that, you can also download the Drishti Learning app, and this is our calling number 87501 87501, and the offer is valid till 28th to 31st of December. So here we have another which is open mock test, and this is for the prelims 2025, and this TIS is conducting on all the offline centers, and it is also available on online mode. So the exam will held on 29th of December, and this is for the GS only. These are the offline centers. We have Delhi, Prayagraj, Lucknow, Noida, Indore and Jaipur, and the time is 9:30 AM to 11:30 AM, and registration link is given into the description, so do check that. Now we'll come to the discussion part, that how controversial is the move. So the UK judiciary and successive government have consistently deemed assisted dying a matter for parliament involving ethical, philosophical and social consideration. And in the case of UK, what we have seen there, the terminally ill adults end of life bill introduced as a private members bill by Labour MP Kim Leadbeater. So might be this cannot be a big issue, but this has been supported by the Prime Minister and opposition leader Rishi Sunak. So that's why this bill has become very contentious, because several MPs had also opposed this thing, and the several MP has said that it might will create a vulnerable situation for those kind of the patients who are not in a good mental condition and who are dependent on someone's care. So might be they will feel vulnerable that with assistive technology or with assistive dying method they might be killed. So this is the controversial move. Here we'll come to the know about that what is the current law existing in UK. So the current law existing in UK, that suicide, which is self-inflicted death or attempted suicide, are not in themselves criminal offense in England and Wales. But if someone is provoking someone, if someone is assisting someone to commit their death, that is a criminal offense, and for that we have 14-year prison sentence under the 1961 Assistive Suicide Act. So this is the current law related to the suicides, assisted suicide and assistive dying. Now we'll discuss the proposed law, that what is the proposed law? So the proposed law is not for everyone. It is for the terminally ill, mentally competent adults who have less than 6 months to live. So in that condition, they might will assist those kind of person for their dignity kind of death, or for their death with dignity, death with respect. So this is the proposed law, and under one stipulation, any such request must be authorized by 2 doctors and high court judges. So here the different stakeholders will also work for that particular kind of the person. So that would not be the just sole decision. If any family members or if anybody has taken such kind of decisions, so that should be authorized by the 2 doctors and 1 high court judge. Now we'll discuss that what is the case in India. So case in India is that Article 21 talks about the right to life, and in Common Cause versus Union of India 2018 case, Supreme Court recognized right to die with dignity. So we have also right to live with dignity and right to die with dignity. And in which article it says that? So Article 21 legalize passive euthanasia. So here we should know that Article 21 legalizes passive euthanasia, because in prelims examination there can be questions related to this. And the court outlined guidelines including the execution of a living will in the presence of 2 witnesses followed by the judicial magistrate. But in 2023, the court had reduced the role of judicial magistrate, and in that cases, there will be the withdrawal of any life support. Suppose that if any person is in coma for a very long period of time, and if 2 witnesses agree with that person or agree that the person should be die with dignity, so in that case, there will be the withdrawal of the life support. So this is the scenario of India, and it is legal. So passive euthanasia is legal. It does not mean that any person who is healthy and wants to die, so they can die by with the help of 2 witnesses or any doctor. So in that case, it cannot happen. But in the case of terminally ill patient or very long period of ill patient, and there should be 2 witnesses in that case. Now we'll come to the question now. The question is, which of the following is true about the passive euthanasia as per the Common Cause versus Union of India 2018 judgment? So it involves active medical intervention to cause death. It allows withdrawal of life support for terminally ill patients or those in a permanent vegetative state. It permits euthanasia only for patients below the age of 65. It requires approval from the Chief Justice of India. So this is the very easy one. You can answer into the comment section. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask into the comment section. Thank you. Have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.